Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to episode 11 of the Football Manager 2020 series. And as you know, we are with Chester FC and it is the summer. We've just missed out on promotion, which is a big blow, especially after the season that we had. We had a pretty decent year here with Chester FC in our debut managerial career. So hopefully in this second season, if we don't obviously move away with a new club, hopefully we can get ourselves up into the next league. But as you can see, Chester FC, they deemed that we are worthy of another contract, so we're going to do the contract negotiations right now. Everything there seems okay, so fingers crossed we can get the deal done, and then obviously look forward to season number 2 here in Chester. Obviously we want to gain promotion. We just missed out, as I mentioned, and we should have gone through automatically as the champions, but we choked at the very end, and then of course we missed out via the playoffs. So a busy summer ahead. We're not going to show you everything that happens throughout the summer because it'll be a little bit of a boring watch, if I'm totally honest. So we'll go through what we can show you throughout this summer period. And then of course we have the pre-season friendlies. I don't take control of the pre-season friendlies, so there won't be any of that action, but we will end today's episode with a couple of games, maybe 2 or 3 of the new season in the league. So fingers crossed we can get started on a positive way and get ourselves top of the table going into this new season. As you can see there, we have brought in 4 new players so far during this window, or as the window has just opened actually. So fingers crossed they can help us get us into that next level and get us into better position. We need to get some more money as well. That's one thing which we are struggling with right now. But as I said, we have been looking elsewhere as well. So we're not just set on staying at Chester FC. In previous episodes I've said that we want to get ourselves up to the top of the football table, and if that means having to move clubs, then we will do so. We can move all around Europe. We have made a couple of job offers. As you can see, the Manchester United offer was there. We went for it, but of course it was unsuccessful. We don't really expect to be getting jobs like that, so we just thought we'd apply for it and then just see what would happen. But as you can see, the new season is upon us and we will be starting off against Altrincham in the first game. We are away from home, so if we can get an away start with a victory, that would be a good way to get our new season underway. Let's just go through these in the inbox and the social feed there as well. We don't want anything in there which we are not interested in. And there is the bunch of friendlies which we are going to be playing in today's episode. Well, we won't really pay too much attention of the results of these, if I'm totally honest. They may pop up once or twice throughout this episode, but like I said, we're not really too focused on the friendlies. We'll just have to wait and see how they do once we do get into the schedule and have a look on those results. Chester released 16 players, so quite a lot of players going out. We've got 4 friendlies to look forward to, and then as we said, we are starting the season away from home, and then our second game is actually against Blythe at home. That is our first game at home. So groundsman is doing the pitch sizes, and our application for the Atletico Madrid job, that was unsuccessful as well, but as I said, it wasn't expected to be accepted. So there you can see we are the favourites. We are predicted to finish in first place, so fingers crossed we can get that promotion done this season. Here is the top scorer odds. We've got 2 in there, Daniele and Asante, both vital players for us last season, as you may remember. I think Daniele ended up the top scorer, and what's this one, the top player? We've got George Glendon, who was one of our best players, and then Abel Rodriguez. He is one of the new players. He can play on the left wing or on the left back position. We do have the left back position used when we do go to 5 at the back. So he'll be playing in that position. We bought him in from Liverpool after they did release him. As you can see on the screen right now, the England job application is also unsuccessful. But again, we're not expecting to be the England manager anytime soon. Another player then coming in for us is an 18-year-old young defender, Tom Bamford, sorry. Fairly decent for now. Obviously not somebody who's going to stay here for too long if we do climb up the tables. But of course, we do have to climb up the tables. As you can see, not the best of pre-seasons. We drew 2, lost 1 and won 1 against Airbus UK. But of course, with pre-season over, we can now concentrate on the season ahead and hopefully get ourselves up with a win in our first game. That is the hope. We will just go through the transfers. As you can see, a bit of transfer history, what we've brought in since the end of last season up until this point right now. Woody Angel, Kwame Thomas, he's going to be more of a backup right now as well for Asante. James Jones, good decent little defender there, he's on loan from Salford. Abel Rodriguez, we mentioned him earlier, he's in from Liverpool. Farnate, Usman Farnate, he's going to be a good player for us, I hope. Daniel Dodds, 19-year-old. Jordan Cork, he's on loan from Hull City. Ellis Hudson, another player here who could hopefully do well for us. And then Tom Banford, who we just mentioned just a short time ago. So let's go ahead and have a look. We need to make the new captain for the new season. Do we keep it as Anton Fernandez? He is the older player. I think we will for now. I don't think he'll be playing every game, obviously, because he is getting on a little bit. So George Glendon is the vice captain for now. So promotion by winning the league, that is what is expected of us this season, and to try and reach the first round of the FA Cup, reach the second round as well of the FA Trophy. Board still satisfied with us, which is always good news, of course, and I think we can now start the new season. Vanarama National League North, we are away from home in the first game of the second season of our managerial career. Can we start it off with a victory? It would be absolutely superb if we do start off with an away win. We are going to be going with the 4-2-3-1 wide formation, I think. That will suit us better right now, but we do have other setups as well when we do go to 5 at the back, or 3 at the back with the 2 wing backs. But for now, this is the way we're going to be setting up. Let's see how we do then. A minute gone, still no goals. Hopefully we do get one soon enough. As always, we won't be showing you all the footage of the games, only the goals really, or any penalty misses or anything if we do be able to pick on them. But for now, we're just going to show you the goals when they come, and there we do have a first goal already. Just over 2 minutes played here, and it is already Danny Elliott who scores his first goal of the game. As I said earlier, he was I think the main scorer last season, so a vital player for Chester FC. Hopefully he has another good season here as we do score a second, and we've not even played 6 minutes yet. It is Akwasi Asante, he gets his first goal of the season already as well. We have made a couple of changes, as you see there. Anton Fernand, he got replaced, but here we go. We get the win, 2-0. Great way to start the new season. 2 goals, no goal conceded either. 3 points in the bag, and already joint top with a bunch of teams, of course. After one game, Curzon Ashton, they won their first game as well. I think they will be one of the top teams this season. But let's jump into game number 2 then. We'll play this one and maybe fit in another one before the end of today's episode, so we'll get a little handful of games. But as always, each episode will be as a month of the football season, excluding these first few games of the year, because obviously we wanted to fit in some footage, some games footage, so it wasn't just the menus throughout this episode. But there we go, first goal of this game already, and it looks like we are going to hold on here for a 1-goal win. It was an own goal. I didn't realise that one. An own goal there, 52nd minute that was scored. So we'll take that. 20 shots we had. Blythe only having 3. But there you go. 2 wins out of 2. That keeps us joint top, which is always nice, especially starting off the new season. Rodriguez, he made his debut as well for Chester FC. As I said earlier, he has joined in from Liverpool, so hopefully he's got some potential behind him. So let's end today's episode then with one final game. We are away from home, taking on Guiseley, and we're trying to make it 3 wins out of 3, which is not looking likely right now. We've got less than 5 minutes to play. It's still 0-0. Can we score a late winner here to take up all 3 points? We've had 23 shots, 10 on target, and one last chance here for the home team looking to steal it late on. Against the run of play it will be, if they manage to do it, but over the crossbar. And I think that is going to be about it, guys. I'm going to leave it there. 0-0, 3 games into the new new season. Then we won 2, drew 1, and that means we are unbeaten, and hopefully we can have a successful season and finally don't choke it this year and get ourselves promoted into the next league. So leave a like, guys, if you did like it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.